I'm just saying, if
on every single thing.
You're the one who's coming out and saying, Danny can't do this.
No, you said you can.
No, you said I can't first. And then I said, yes, I can.
I mean, you're quite literally a party pooper. And it's very technical, literal definition.
Let's reframe this story.
Okay, go.
You took advantage of a drunk man who had already been down.
No, Netflix was selling it to you. Hey, the writers are on strike, man. They need ideas.
That's a good point.
Danny, what's it called? Come on. I need a name here.
Drum roll, please.
This is going to be terrible for the mics.
Yeah, actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
We're here.
We're here.
That's it.
That's it.
See you guys later.
Just checking in and goodbye.
Yeah, just making sure you're okay.
Our writers are on strike.
yeah, we got nothing. We got to come up with this by ourselves. You crazy?
Isn't that crazy that the writers go on strike and then like all late night TV just ceases to exist?
Oh, you think the TV hosts are the funny ones?
Well, no, but I think, could you not scrounge up a few guys to, hey, well, in the meantime.
Yeah,
is that what happened?
All late night shows are canceled.
All writers are on strike. Yeah,
didn't even notice.
You can't find like any few that are like, hey man, if you pay me, I don't care about these guys.
Well, maybe you can, but then you get like
no one works with you.
No one works with you. You get your kneecaps broken.
Yeah, so, writers aren't that cool.
What are they called when you a fencer?
No, that's
no. I think it's called a fencer when you like go against the union and work even though they're on strike.
I thought it was a rat or something. Isn't that a rat?
I don't think.
When people go on strike, don't they blow up a big rat?
Yeah, why
How
is that?
How is that legal?
That's construction. That's construction workers.
What
they can just put it on a property and no one can stop them?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What's a rat in construction?
You blow up the no, it's not nobody's called the rat. They just blow up a huge
inflatable rat.
Inflatable rat.
Why? Is
like
what
huge, like stories tall.
And that means that the union for something in the construction is on strike.
And they're a fucking rat.
Yeah, someone has to be a rat. They're all rats. All little rats.
It's definitely someone's
No,
rat.
I think it's just to draw attention to the site and be like, these guys are not paying us well.
Well, then why not blow up
maybe it's because they're rats because you don't want to discuss cheese with them.
Yeah,
they're not paying you enough.
No, but they do want to discuss cheese with them.
Not with fucking rats, dude.
Not with rats, dude.
But yeah, the last time this happened, it went out for like months.
Oh, boo-hoo.
No Jimmy Fallon. What is he going to do?
Everybody 65 and up won't watch their late night shows.
Yeah, what's in their place? Reruns?
I guess so.
Or maybe it's just Jimmy Fallon, like,
oh man, it actually might be funnier than the actual show to see the show try to continue with just Jimmy Fallon and without writers.
Well, dude, they did try that over COVID from their bathtubs, remember? And it went terribly wrong.
Well, but they still have writers then.
I don't think they did have as many.
No, why would they not have writers?
I think Jimmy Kimmel just wanted to be in his bathtub.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll get paid.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Just pay them. It's Hollywood. Honestly, that's if you're a writer, you should be like, yeah, Hollywood, give me some change. Give me some better working conditions.
Give me some cheddar.
Is it like
some cheddar?
Is this like screenplay writers and show writers? It's all of them?
I doubt
it's just the Writers Guild of the Union of Writers.
It's just a bunch of dweebs. Just a bunch of dweebs that write stuff on paper.
Antonio's anti-union.
I didn't say that, but you know.
That's what you're saying.
No, I mean, hey, look. If they have the power, if they have that much influence that they can get all late night TV to stop, if they stop working, then like, hey, they fucking they have a big part, I guess, in the whole show, you know?
I mean, yeah.
So
yeah. Give them the cheddar.
Give them the cheddar.
I want to see what they're complaining about. I just want to see it. Is what I'm saying. I just want to see it.
Antonio's anti-union.
I just want to see it. That's it. I just want to see it.
Antonio's a union buster.
Why can't I see it? I just show me the papers. They're writers. Write me a good letter about what they're complaining about. I just want to see it.
Union buster.
I saw one of them holding up a sign of protest saying that like, give us more money or we'll spoil Succession.
That's really funny.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
That's a really powerful poker chip to have.
Yeah, it's like every Marvel writer or something. It's like, we'll spoil the next 30 movies.
Yeah.
Because they have it all planned.
True. But then they say that was never the plan. Change it.
Change it, yeah.
You just change it real quick.
Oh, you see how you know how you spent all those years writing it and then you spoiled it? Guess what? Write a new one.
Huh.
What's it called? I got a phone call the other day from my barber's father at like 9 p.m.
Are you good friends with
this
barber?
I am not good friends with this man. So at 9 p.m. I saw a call. At 9 p.m. I saw a missed call. And I called them back, and it was my barber's dad. Never had like an outside the barbershop phone call with this man.
But you have met him.
But I have met him.
Okay.
And because he's like the guy you call to get the appointment. And he calls me and he's laughing and he goes, oh, you know, Tony down the block. And he's like, sorry, I called you by accident, whatever. And then he goes, I love you. Swear to God. This man, I loved you to me. And I panicked, 9 p.m. I panicked and I went,
Why does 9 p.m. matter?
because it's late. Like the barbershop's closed. Why are you calling me at all? And he said he loves me. And I panicked and I was like, love you. And then he laughed at me. He laughed back. He didn't say, oh, yeah, yeah. He just laughed and hung up. And I felt really, I don't even know what the hell happened there.
Wait, so why does he have your, so he knows who you are? Like he knows your name and your number?
I didn't think so. I didn't even know he spoke English.
I think you did know. I feel like I've heard you call your barbershop and you're like, hey, it's Antonio.
Yeah, I called the barbershop.
Yeah, but
It's a house, it's a home
I
phone.
wouldn't be able to call a barbershop and go, hey, it's Danny.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, they'd be like, who are you?
I'm sorry you have no loyalty. What does that have to he said he loves me. Can we have something here?
I feel like you're left wondering what's next. And he hasn't called you back since, right?
No, he hasn't called me back since. Well, I did the first call back.
No, I think...
You're saying I should go on a date with this man?
I think you should at least call him.
You think I should call him back?
Yeah.
Oh, you think maybe I get free barbers?
Free barbers.
Free barbers? I get free barbers?
Free barbers.
I think you gave off some signals.
You think in the chair, I was
Yeah.
like, when I handed
This
him
could be a dating show.
You think so?
Yeah.
When I handed him the money, I just held his hand for a little too long?
Yeah. I
You're
think
saying
you
it's
gave-
my fault that this random man called me at 9 p.m. saying he loved me.
Yes.
What about a dating show where the guy cuts the girl's hair and that's their first date, and then she has to like choose to go on another date with him based on how he cut her hair?
He has
What's
no
it called?
formal training.
What's it called?
What's
What's it called, Danny? Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit
That's
me.
one of the more terrible ones you've come up with.
No, Netflix are selling it to you. Hey, the writers are on strike, man. They need ideas.
That's a good point.
Danny, what's it called? Come on, I need a name here.
We could do something like Locks of Love or something.
All right.
That already exists. That's too easy, but yeah.
That doesn't exist. Locks of Love.
Making the cut.
Wait, is Locks of Love the cancer thing? It's like when people.
Oh
cut their
yeah, I
hair
think
for
so.
Cancer.
I think so. That name's already taken.
Locks of Love is taken.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard it before.
It's making the cut. That's the tentative name.
Making the cut. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a tattoo artist barbershop show making the cut.
All right, you come up with something.
Fucking, what do you want from me? I'm the guy that asked you guys
You're the one who
questions.
inspired this idea with your love story with your barber's dad.
I am in a love triangle with my barber's dad.
Who's the third person?
I'm sure he had a child. He had the barber.
mom?
Yeah, the barber's mom. I will break up that marriage for cheaper haircuts. I swear to God.
How much cheaper could your haircuts possibly get? Aren't they like $10?
They're like 15 now after COVID, but yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good price. I think hair barbers should start charging more.
How about you shut the fuck
Yeah,
up?
don't
really-
tell them.
What the fuck's wrong
Don't
with
say
you?
this.
I really do think that, though.
Oh, this drink's a little strong. Can you have it back, please, and give me a weaker one? What is wrong with you?
Listen, I think that's... I think, first of all, I think you get a better haircut. Because a lot of these guys shouldn't be behind the scissor.
I'm gonna send this video to your barber.
I don't have a barber.
What do you do? Oh yeah, it's me.
I move around.
Yeah, that's why he always gets fucking. Never mind.
I move around. No, I mean I get. The thing is, nobody, especially not the fucking bozos you go to, can give me a good haircut.
Sure.
I mean, these people shouldn't be behind the
You
scissor.
have there's no basis. Zero.
I've been there multiple times.
Yeah.
And this man almost cut his ear off. By the way,
Who?
was that you? Ear cutting?
No, bro, that was the guy you used to go to. Is who almost cut my ear, you stupid bitch. I was bleeding.
I'm just saying, all these guys are maybe they're Russian.
I think so. Yeah.
They're just
definitely rushing the haircuts.
They're rushing the
That was a
haircuts.
good one.
Truly,
That was good.
Crushed.
and they're just I don't know. I don't see the quality. Here's the thing.
Why are you making fun of my? What is it?
The-
you
the
clearly you have a problem with all barbers. You jump around.
The
No, but then he
styles
also
on
says they
the
should be paid
wall.
more. He thinks the Barbers Guild should go on strike too.
I think
Well, he's
so.
an idiot.
The
He's an idiot.
styles on the wall, you can get potentially 2 out of 30 of those styles.
Well,
Okay.
every barbershop, the styles on the wall are from like the 40s.
Yeah, but at least most barbershops they can achieve those things.
I think-
if you pointed to those, they'll go they're doing nothing, and then they'll do like a fucking.
Now he's making fun of their
wraparound.
race. Now he's making fun of their race.
Not their race. but
Yes, you are. I know you are.
not their race. Do you know what race means?
No. You don't know what it means.
No, but barbers should get better and also be paid more.
You seem like a prima donna with your hair, considering you're jumping around, saying that you need everybody to give better haircuts. Are you just a bitch?
I'm not a prima donna at all. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's not true.
I'm not, especially when it comes to my hair. Yeah, I'll go to any barber. I don't really care. I just think that they should first of all be paid. Listen, I get a haircut. I don't know, 4 times a year.
Someone got the flip flop.
$10, $15. I feel like, how are they living? How are they making a living?
Can you still? Where do you get $15 haircuts still? Dude, my haircut's like $35.
That's a lot.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what is making fiscal sense to me in terms of operating a business. I don't know how these Russian freaks. It's because they're doing something on the side.
See, he's prejudiced and racist.
Does the place near here do $15? I've never even heard of that. And I haven't heard of that for maybe 5-10 years.
That's what he said.
Oh, not 10 years.
My haircuts
used to be $9 before COVID.
Yeah, mine used to be before. Okay, this place that I go to, mine were maybe 15, 20, and then they've increased it by $5 every year for the past 4 years.
Where do you go? Not around here, right? No, I'm not exactly. Well, don't tell him because he'll burn the place down. He hates every barber.
He's gonna send him a letter.
I don't hate every barber. I'm advocating for them.
Danny wants to get paid more for something that he doesn't even care about, is what he said.
I know. I want them to get paid more because I don't understand.
Wants to pay more.
I don't understand how they can sustain a business at this level of income.
What do they pay for? Electricity? And something that goes bzzz a little bit?
Electricity, wages, I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm all for the barber strike.
I'm off. Danny loves strikes. Can't throw one.
I love.
Throw one.
Love the strike.
Love strikes.
Wait, what's the bet on that again?
That he can't. He has 3 chances to just throw a strike from an MLB professional distance. No way he could do it.
This is literally the easiest bet we've ever had, and you keep backing out of it. You're too afraid to organize it.
Let's just buy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the fact that I have to organize every single thing that I don't have time for this.
The burden of proof is certainly on you to set it up, and then I'll show you that I can strike.
Burden on proof is on me for everything. Apparently,
I'm just saying
on every single thing.
You're the one who's coming out and saying Danny can't do this.
No, you said you can.
No, you said I can't first, and then I said yes, I can.
First pitch in the dirt.
Definitely not.
You think you could do it in 1?
No. If he doesn't,
but it's not in the dirt. It's if anything, it's high.
If he doesn't do
3
it,
though.
If he doesn't do it in
3.
If he doesn't do it in 2, he's not doing it. The third one, the pressure's gonna crumble himself.
It's literally you didn't even tell me I have to do it fast. I have to do it. I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy. This is I'm so confident.
It has to be a strike, so you can't lob it up into the air
it still has to be, and it still has to go through it's going to go through.
It's going to go through the box. Yeah, but I certainly can lob it up in the air. And
it wouldn't be a strike then.
Yes, it would.
If it had a giant arc and just went over the plate and landed
over the plate in the strike zone.
No, if the catcher catches it like this, that's not a strike, babe. It's not. First of all, you're going to accurately get it over the plate this way. No,
we're going to have to judge the strike using. We're going to put up a box that you have to hit.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
A flat.
So you're not going to be able to do
that.
But
if you just throw it up and it has a huge arc and
it's not going to be a huge arc, but it's not going to be the speed and veracity of an MLB pitcher.
No one thought that.
It will have it will have an arc. It'll go up and through the strike zone. Easy peasy. I mean, it's just simple. It's going to be so easy.
When's the last time you threw something?
Threw something?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We'll start there.
I threw a dart this morning.
Okay.
You probably did.
Now, when's the last time you threw a baseball?
Probably for quite a long time.
Give us a range.
Actually, probably the last time I was in a sporting goods store.
But there is no way. There's no way you were hanging around a sporting goods car and went, "Look, this baseball." Just where'd you throw it?
We shop very differently.
You don't shop for baseballs.
Yeah, but if I'm in the store, I'll peruse the new selection of things.
Of baseballs.
Baseball hasn't been updated in 40 years.
Where is there an opportunity to throw it in the store?
Yeah, where did you throw it?
You tell your friend. You go, "Hey, watch this."
So now you're shopping with a friend also.
Yes, that wanted to catch a baseball that you were throwing.
What friend went with you?
This is besides the point.
He's just
making up shit. He's making up
No,
shit.
I'm not.
This man rides a
When was the last time you
unicycle.
went to Modell's with a friend?
That was hypothetical. That was
So it
hypothetical.
didn't happen. So it didn't happen.
Wait, you just say the baseball thing was a hypothetical right now?
No,
the Modell's thing?
No, I'm saying. I'm saying.
just make up that whole
I'm saying. No, I'm saying probably the last time I went to a sporting goods store, and then you're asking why, and so I'm saying, you never been to like hypothetically, you never been to a baseball, like a sporting goods store and throw around a baseball.
Well,
So
now
you're saying the last time you were at a Dick's,
Yeah.
you were with a friend, saw a fresh baseball, went and picked up one. Hey kid, catch, and threw it.
I mean, not specifically the last time I was there, but that was probably the last time I threw a baseball.
when was that?
I don't know, probably a couple years ago.
You already made up the story. Make up a year.
Yeah,
What's
seriously.
wrong with
I
you?
didn't make up the story. I didn't make up any story. It was a hypothetical.
Made up.
No, it's not.
What
made
are you
up.
talking
No, it's
about?
not. It was a hypothetical. I
It
didn't
means
say
it didn't happen.
What is a
So
hypothetical?
it's made up.
I understand that, but I didn't say that it did happen. No,
you
I
did.
didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say that I went to the store with a friend and did this. I'm saying I can some of these over
Put my
there.
glasses down.
Why do you have two pairs?
'Cause just in case I break them.
All right, but that's probably the last time.
You made up that story. Hypothetical means you made it up.
Yeah, I understand that, but I didn't present it as truth.
I've been thinking forever that we should do more physical challenge videos. The unicycle, right?
Yeah.
The baseball,
Yeah.
things like that.
How many times can we possibly embarrass Danny?
Well, it doesn't have to just be Danny. We want to go to Top Golf at some point.
Yeah,
These physical things I think are fun.
that'll be on Patreon for sure.
Top golf and mini golf.
Yeah, mini golf.
Mini golf.
The weather's getting better. More in real life physical activities on
Yeah.
Patreon. Patreon.com/PickyBoys. There's already 2 up there, right? Bowling and axe throwing.
Yes. Bowling and axe throwing. I'm excited for mini golf and top golf. I'll probably beat you guys in both of those as well.
Oh, that's weird. The last 3 times I took
100%.
$100 from you every time in mini golf. That's strange.
True. That's undisputed. It's like you did beat me 3 times.
By like 40.
I don't know about that.
In Atlantic City, it was by like maybe 43.
I was
You were not-
incredibly inebriated.
You were not in the right space, but you
I was
challenged anyway.
Incredibly inebriated. So let's reframe this story.
Okay, go.
You took advantage of a drunk man who had already been down in money.
That's not my
And
fault. That part's not my
you
fault.
continue to harp on his gambling addiction and state of mind to win a quick buck. That's the title we're going with here.
Quick $100. And no, you challenged me. What the hell? They have mini golf? That's all it took. Oh, they have mini golf?
I don't know about that.
And also, it was me and another friend that were gonna do it, and you just
Oh, so
needed.
two coherent men took advantage of an inebriated man.
What? Yo.
Do you want to hear the real story, or are you gonna keep going?
I'm just saying you're backing yourself into a
Tell me
hole
if
here.
this doesn't sound like Danny. Me and the two sober friends were gonna play mini golf for money, and Captain FOMO overhears it and goes, "I'm in on it." And then we go, and he's like, "Nah, I'll beat you both." And we're like, "Fine." And then we took $100 from you. Which one happened? Do we think?
I don't recall.
Hypothetically, which one do you think sounds more likely?
I can see again. I think I think that maybe your story is more likely. That being said, I think that there's blame on both sides,
That's fine.
and I think you took advantage of a man. Two people took advantage of a man.
Oh, no,
He couldn't consent.
He couldn't consent. No,
Exactly.
he very much consented. It's written on the form. You got to sign a waiver. He wrote it.
That you did not have to sign.
No, you didn't have to sign a waiver. No, hypothetically, you had to sign a waiver. I'm just gonna start using that. just instead, just like blatantly caught in a lie. I was like, well, hypothetically,
I was not blatantly caught in a lie. Stop saying this. This is bullshit.
well, hypothetically,
I just
hypothetically,
said,
you were
I
caught
just
in a
said
lie, right?
Probably the last time I was in a sporting goods store, which I throw baseballs in and all kinds of balls.
You don't.
Yes, I do. You guys don't know because you don't fucking go to stores.
No, I went to a fucking, what was it, a Dick's or a Modell's with you? Maybe a Sports Authority, and I didn't get a single baseball thrown at me.
That's rude.
we were going there to get Can Jam, and they didn't have it.
That's true.
They didn't have it,
That was
man.
a long time ago.
Yeah, and you've been to them since?
That was a long time ago, and I feel like that time we also we were throwing around something. a basketball, a bouncy ball. There's a bunch
Probably.
There's a
Doesn't
bunch
count.
there's a bunch of balls in a sporting goods store, so you take them and you throw around. Sometimes it's a baseball, sometimes it's a fucking frisbee. Who knows?
There's too many balls in sports, isn't there? It's a lot of balls. Football, baseball, basketball, rugby. It's a lot of balls. The thing with the hips through the little circle. Cricket, tennis.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a circle. It's the best shape.
Get a frisbee.
Frisbee's round too.
That's as close as you're getting to not being a ball.
And a hockey puck.
Hockey puck. Puck.
Puck.
I want stuff.
Sure.
No, I
It's
didn't say
also a
that.
circle.
I didn't say it's all balls.
So there's
It's
too
most.
many, but that's like, it's the best one. It's the best shape to play with.
Oh, you guys see the new basketballs?
I didn't, but I heard. I didn't see what they look like, but I heard the NBA is trying to make a new airless basketball.
Is it official?
They're trying. They're gonna start selling them soon.
And they're airless basketballs?
Yeah, it's 3D printed airless basketball, so you wouldn't have to pump it. There wouldn't be too much air, too little air. The bounce is supposed to be exactly the same.
Is it hollow?
It's hollow. It's got like this kind of like spider web structure.
Okay.
The weight is supposed to be exactly the same. The bounce is supposed to be exactly the same. The thing that people are concerned about that would change is like, when you put some English on the ball,
Yeah.
that does change the trajectory in the air.
The
as it's
rotation?
spinning.
Okay.
So because it's hollow and there's a bunch of holes in it, and because again it's like a spiral.
It might just like do like one of those like weird floaty things.
no. It would happen less. So putting a spin on it wouldn't affect the direction as much.
Yeah, I'm saying
Wait,
it
so
would
the
look like
holes
it
are
was-
on the outside? There's like actual
This-
holes in the ball?
I could show you a picture. Yeah,
It's like
there's-
see through.
it's like see through. There's like it's like this weird spider web structure
That's weird.
So it looks like mesh, kind of like a mesh ball.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it would probably. It's like if you throw a balloon. A balloon kind of just
I
goes
wanna
like
see this.
it just like moves.
Yeah.
New NBA ball?
They but also if you went to play in the park and it's windy outside, it should be affected less because it has all these holes. Because you go play basketball at the park, that's gonna affect your
That doesn't
shot.
sound right.
Which part?
That it would not be affected just because it's holy. Just because it prays up a little bit, I don't think. I think it would
It's
still get
affected less. I'm saying.
Well, either way, if you're playing outside in the wind, it's gonna get affected. Like,
Wow.
go somewhere else.
You see it? Show it him.
Yeah, this looks cool.
It does look cool. I can't imagine but again, isn't it easier to palm like a leathery ball instead of like this weird acrylic ball?
I don't know. Again, it's still very much in the testing phase. They're not even selling it yet, but I think they want to sell it within a year. They want to start selling it at stores. And the last like dunk contest or whatever, the debut dunk, I think they used this ball.
So what do you think? Big tire? Like the next thing is tires like that, right? You think big tire is gonna just blow up the factory?
I think it's this sounds better not for the NBA, but for just like consumers, It's like you'll never have to worry about your ball being flat. Cuz like the NBA, like there's like, 1,000 basketballs in every NBA arena. Like they'll never have a not inflated basketball.
Yeah,
but
also-
if you're a consumer, you buy one, it doesn't go flat.
My
Not a
point
big-
is more like what problem are they solving? Like why this? Like for the NBA, I feel like to completely change what all these people have been training with for years, like it would have to be solving a problem, right?
I think again more for the consumer because I mean every time you blow up a basketball, you're just taking a guess. Like the PSI is completely different every time, right? So like it could be too inflated, not inflated enough. So it's always different. No matter every time you play basketball, it's always going to be different. So this ideally standardizes.
I love a basketball that's too inflated. It pops right back up to you,
But even then, like if it's like so, like the kids in high school and college are going to train with the other balls anyway. I don't know. That's weird.
We'll see.
I like universal adoption of things.
I also like ball. I like
I
ball.
also like balls.
It's like ball technology. I'm a fan of upgrading the ball. Just make it better in every way.
Upgrade everything.
Upgrade everything. Exactly.
I like that it's the same weight too.
Someone was concerned though. You could see it's very holy. Like, what if like you're playing outside and like a pebble gets in it and stuff, and like
that's a
it
good
could be really hard to get out because you just have to like shake it.
And also like water. I know it's holy, but water will stay in there too. The holes aren't. You could have you could hold water in like a mesh thing.
Yeah.
It could get wet for sure.
Yeah. How do you dry it in there?
It'll drip out.
I think there's a lot of problems with that ball. Get me in the testing room. I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
A knife will still break it.
Who knows? Do you think they're just trying to be too futuristic? Like relax, guys. We're not there yet with fucking these space basketballs.
I think someone, when the 3D printing craze came out, everyone 3D printed everything, and someone 3D printed a ball and was like, well, you know what? Maybe it's good. It's a bad ball. And then it went to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we 3D print food yet?
I saw something that was like this is a 3D printed piece of salmon or something.
Ooh, that's like too real.
Well,
What would you want, like a chicken
what you
nugget?
want?
Yeah, like a chicken nugget. Like that's like saying, oh, I 3D printed this fish. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
But it's also not like I don't know. Like we can do it, but it's not what you think. Like to 3D print food, you just have to crush a bunch of food and make it into like filament stuff, and then that's what gets squeezed through the extruder, and it can print any shape.
I think that's the exact opposite
No,
of what
yeah.
that is. It's the chemical composition and like molecule, right? It's
No. Okay, we have 3 different things. I thought it's they take just a little piece of like a chicken and then surround it with stem cells and like grow a piece of chicken.
that doesn't sound right.
That is
That's how they're definitely trying to grow lab food like that.
Right, but I'm talking about
But that's
3D
not
printing.
3D printing.
but-
you just put the stem cells in the 3D printer now.
No, but it's not like a 3D
It's like
printed.
printer ink. You just you're out of stem cells. Please get some more magenta stem cells.
See, that sounds right. I don't think it is.
That sounds like the future.
It's definitely not them just like crushing cement into the machine and
That's
then they can
so
make a
boring.
new thing.
That's how I saw it. It was just like a bunch of salmon paste, and then they 3D printed a thing that looked like a salmon.
That's not
But they
3D
haven't done
That's
anything.
not 3D printing.
That's like if you
besides the
no
point.
this is like the people on TikTok will take a cookie, put it in a mortar and pestle, crush it up, put it in the oven, and bake another cookie out of a crushed cookie.
No, he's right. That's exactly.
That's what that
Listen,
is.
They
I
didn't
don't,
bake
I
a
don't know.
cookie.
Wait, then what do you think it is?
I think it's like whatever the chemical molecule composition of that salmon is, like the taste, the flavor, like it's chemicals, right? That's what it is. And they put that in the squirt juice, and they just squirt out a salmon. That's what they do with like 3D
I'm
printing?
so
Actually,
confused.
isn't that what they do?
No, 3D printing. 3D printing is just hard plastic that's in ropes. Usually, it depends on the kind of printer you have, and then it melts it and extrudes it into the shape you want it to be. That's all that 3D printing is.
I think it makes way more.
It's not changing the chemical
Well,
structure
well,
of something.
no, because we do know for a fact that we have the ability to put something in this little taste machine and it gives you the exact chemical composition. We have that technology. I looked it up. And
What's it called?
I don't,
I don't know what that.
yeah, I don't know what the
means.
fuck
No,
you're
because
talking about.
it's part one.
Talking
It's
about.
part one. It's part one.
Hold
It's
on.
part
How
one.
many parts are in this play?
3. There's always 3. So we have that technology, right? So if we know that every single bit of chemical that would make it taste like salmon, you could put all those in the 3D printer and then 3D print it without needing the salmon. 2 parts. Doesn't that make sense?
I think it's a little more because the salmon, that's like there are cells of salmon in there.
You don't need
In that
Yeah,
muscle
what do you,
tissue.
but what
No,
do you
we're
mean
not-
the-
we're not
What do you mean
dupli-
the chemicals? What do you mean?
No, like the molecule composition. No, we're not.
How would you recreate
no,
salmon's
we're-
muscle tissue?
No, we're not copying and pasting salmon. That's like not possible, right? For a 3D printer
No,
to
but
do.
that is possible.
No, they don't use stem cells in
Yes,
the 3D printer.
yes, they do.
Wait, what are you
No,
flipping?
not in the 3D printer, but I'm saying
That's
know
how
it
they make
exists.
fake meat.
There's
I
definitely
know it
like
exists.
lab-grown
I
meat
know it exists.
that uses stem
Stay
cells.
on
Okay,
topic,
all right,
you
all right.
bozo.
All right.
I'm saying that it doesn't have to like have the muscle fibers of salmon. It just needs to taste and have the same protein, all the, like the components of salmon, and they can do that my way.
But then that's not salmon. That's just imitation salmon.
It's not
It's fake salmon.
It's yeah, but you're still 3D printing the same exact thing as salmon. You just
But
didn't
if it's the
catch
same
it.
exact thing, it'll have the muscle tissue.
No, because you just didn't get it from the river. Doesn't mean it's not salmon. You're asking for to run.
it
You're,
does.
you're asking to run a salmon through a copier machine. That's not what 3D printers are. That's not what they are.
I don't think I ever said that.
No, because that's what you're kind
I'm
of.
saying the stem cells thing, and I stand by it.
That's not what 3D printers use. They use my thing.
Your thing definitely isn't right.
Well, they definitely don't
Yeah.
crush
You
up
started-
salmon and
you
shove it
started
into
this
the
off-
machine.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
You started this off with a nameless machine that you said you can put food in
No,
and
no,
it spits out what chemicals.
It's like-
Bean
the-
Boozle uses it. Bean
It's
Boozle
like
uses
it's like
it.
Karen from SpongeBob. It's like you throw the thing in and
Yeah.
it tells you
Cal-
what percentage.
Yes, they have that.
But what? But you can't make salmon just from the chemicals.
Yes, you can.
How?
I don't know. You have a paste base, and then you inject all the shit that makes it like protein. Bang, salmon taste. Bang. There. It's definitely mine. Please, someone look it up. Do the
We got
research.
any scientists in the comments?
Please, it's definitely mine.
I always thought it's just like you're taking meat and you're crushing it up, and then you're making it into fun things.
People on
you know?
TikTok do that.
Yeah, but that's not. That's
It's
not
it's
it.
essentially like the new sausage making, you know, Because that's what you're doing with a sausage, right? You take a bunch of meat, you shove it through, and then
Yeah, but you don't take a bunch of sausages and make sausage.
Extruder.
Yeah, no, but you're saying that you take the sausages and then put it back in to make the sausages. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. You're still again. It's more about the design than it is about the 3D printing it.
There's the guy on TikTok who he'll take a burger, grind it up, bun and all, turn that into a patty, fry that up, and put it on another burger, and then do the same thing again, and it'll have like a burger to the 4th degree. It's just like
Exactly. This is 3D printing food.
that's what he thinks it is.
I don't know. 3D printing's kind of cool though.
Never had one.
Me neither.
All our friends had one, just never did anything with
Yeah,
them.
but you could have like the $300 one, or you could have like the $300,000 one. They're capable of completely different things.
So does that one grow people?
That's probably like the $3 million one.
Okay.
The basketball one is not like this thing that shoots out melted plastic. It's actually the way that one works. I saw a video. It's crazy. There's like a bunch of like sand. It's not sand. It looks like sand. There's a bunch of powder, and it uses a laser to, I guess, like I don't even know, like turn the sand into the basketball material. So it's using a laser to like, it's crazy.
This
And
doesn't sound
dude,
correct.
dude, look at the video. Look at the video. When it's done, this is what they do. The scientist goes in, reaches into the sand, and pulls out a basketball. It's insane. I'm telling you, look at this video, dude.
It's just a portal to a different dimension.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sand, lasers, and they just pull it out.
I looked at it and I was like, I never knew this. This is 3D printing.
Do you think the basketball was already in there and they're tricking you?
It was for a promotional video, so definitely.
So maybe that's not even how they do it. It's just faking the
No.
JTs.
Hypothetically, that's how they do it.
This is interesting.
They said
What's interesting? We have no idea how it works.
Sand technology. This sounds crazy.
It's like how when the McDonald's makes a video for their burgers, it doesn't look like that. It's probably, if it's promotional, it probably doesn't even exist.
Doubting Thomas over here.
What is that? What isn't it? Doubter like Danny or something?
It is
No,
not.
it's Doubting Thomas.
Why is it a Doubting Thomas?
I don't know. Thomas gets all the fucking. He gets Peeping Thomas, right? Or Peeping Tom.
Yeah, it should be Peeping
Peeping
Peter.
Tom.
It should be Peeping
Nah,
Peter.
Tom gets all the flack for every negative thing. I don't know.
Yeah, Doubting Thomas, Peeping Tom.
What are you doing out here, Thomas?
Truly.
He peeps and he doubts. He goes, "Let me look at that secretly." No, that's not it.
Comma secretly, just to make sure.
That's how he peeps. He secretly looks at it.
So there's Peeping Tom, Doubtful Tom,
He's a
Negative Nancy though. See,
is Negative Nancy.
Negative Nancy. That's a double N. So it should be Peeping Peter and Doubting Danny.
No,
That
that's
doesn't
like
sound right.
Doubting Tom doesn't sound good.
You're Doubting Thomas. It's not Doubting Tom.
Doubting Thomas doesn't sound good.
It's
Negative
just-
Nancy is really good. That's really good.
Yeah, but it's something about the. I mean, I like alliteration as much as the next guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Negative Nancy, but for some reason, it's about the way it flows. You know, like
Party Pooper.
Party Pooper. Yeah, that and Party Peter doesn't really.
Well, now you just described like Negative Thomas. Like it's just
It's
negative.
not negative. Thomas.
I know it's Negative Nancy. I'm trying to add Thomas to everything.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
know.
you
but
can't.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's about the cadence of it all.
It's wrong. Negative Thomas
Doubting
sounds
cadence of it all.
Doubting Thomas.
Negative Thomas sounds just as bad as Doubtful Thomas. It's the same
But
thing.
you keep not saying it correctly.
Oh, sorry, Doubtful Thomas. It's the same thing.
You said it again. It's Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas.
You
What
guys-
was the difference between what I said there?
You guys have said it so many times, it feels like not real words to me anymore. I'm like, doubting. That's a weird word.
Doubting is a fucking weird word.
I don't know. It just I've always heard that, so it sounds right. Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas.
No, he's saying Downing now.
Robert
Like
Downing
Downing,
Thomas. Danny's a party pooper.
I'm not a party pooper. I'm a party
Parader.
provider.
Proponent.
Provider.
Party provider.
Party pleaser.
I'm a party
Party-
pleaser.
Danny
I'm a
definitely
party,
pleases.
I'm
Yeah.
a party proponent for sure.
Yeah. Definitely a proponent of parties.
Yeah.
I mean, you're quite literally a party pooper. And it's very technical, literal definition.
That could be true.
Hypothetically, that's correct.
We told this story
Is
too
this
many
the
times.
only
Not doing
fucking
it.
story we tell on this podcast?
We're not telling the
Let's
story.
move-
It's one of the greatest stories of all time.
Move past it. What's been going on?
It's the
with
greatest
you,
story
huh?
ever told.
No, we're getting out of here.
What's
Yeah,
been
what-
going
what-
on?
We're getting out of here. I never shit myself at a party.
That's not what I asked.
That's not what I.
Dude, what's going on with you?
Still-
Did you try anything new recently? Any new foods?
We're
or
getting out.
beverages?
We're getting out of here.
Oh,
We're
you're
moving to
afraid to answer my question?
We're moving to Patreon. You can find us there. We're moving to Patreon.
Patreon pod alliteration.
Oh, that's a good one.
True.
JT, tell them where to find you.
Find me on Instagram at JTHolt97, and I stream on Twitch like 4 days a week at twitch.tv/thepickyboys.
You can find me at Danny is watching on Instagram.
You can find me at Ant Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
The Picky Boys podcast.
Nope.
The
Picky Boys.
on Instagram.
One job.
Takes some getting used to.
It does.
Does.